you don't want it bad enough. That's the truth about most people. Most people say they want some form of success, whether it be monetary or relationship wise. They say they want something. But when it comes to taking the steps towards achieving that, they don't really want to do that. That's why there have been a billion How to Be a Billionaire books sold, but there aren't a billion billionaires. It's like people pick up the book. What the hell? Work? You? I'm not doing that. And that's the truth. Most people say they want something, but they don't like the reality of doing the things they need to do in order to achieve the thing they say they want. You know, I've had this YouTube channel for 8 years? I started it in 2016. I had very big plans for it back then. The idea was it wasn't just gonna be me. It was gonna be a bunch of activities. Like I was gonna have Bryce with a mic. Like we're gonna have like an open mic / Bry event. I was gonna call it Live at the Bry. So we're gonna have that. There's gonna be stuff like car shows, get a whole community around it. And one of the first things I did towards that goal, I was still in the UK at that point, so it was like an idea I had while I was doing my master's degree. But the plan was once I come home, we're gonna implement. One of the first things I attempted was an open mic event. I had a lot of artists around 2018 who saw me getting some traction because I had just dropped my album, my first album. And they saw me getting traction in my city and they were like, Isco, you know, I see you doing your thing, man. But I need a little bit of help. Like, you know, there's not a lot of venues that are booking me and like, there's nowhere for me to perform. Can you just like put a brother on? At this point, I think I put on like a couple of shows self-sponsored. So my idea was like, okay, I think I can find a way for this to work. I had a relationship with a couple of bar owners as well. So I was like, I went to them and I approached them with this idea like, yo, we can do these open mic events every week on a Thursday, let's say, where we'll have artists sign up a week in advance, have them perform 3 or 4 songs, and their compensation for that would be a free drink on the house. And eventually, when we monetize this, when it becomes a bigger thing, they might be able to get a little bit of money on top of that. The idea was we'd have the YouTube, we might be able to get some TV syndication, like get it onto Zodiac or Times or what have you. And that would bring sponsorship. So that would be my win, getting the name of my music label out there. The win for the hosts, the bar owners, would be you get your seats filled on a Thursday. Every Thursday, you're selling drinks. And the win for the artist would be you learn how to perform in front of a crowd. If you're starting out, you learn how to perform in front of a crowd. You also get the exposure. I hate that term, but it's true. You get a new audience because you're getting people who are coming to support their friend who's an artist, and you have your people coming, you have the third artist's friends coming, and you get to perform in front of more people than you usually would. So that would be the other win. And then of course there's the compensation. So the experience, the exposure, and the compensation. It was supposed to be a win for all parties involved. And of course, the guys I talked to this about, like the artists, they're like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. I'm down. Come Thursday night of the first iteration, the people who showed up were audience, so people who were interested in seeing an open mic event. There was one artist who showed up, Hazy Angola. When it came to the artists who asked to be put on, how many of them showed up? None of them. None of the people who said they needed help showed up. Some people who didn't need help showed up. Guys who were like established or on their way up, who were independent of me, right? These were guys who have their own movement going. Those are the people that showed up. So what I learned then was a lot of people who say they want something, not really. They don't really want it. And I've seen this iterated in other places. I've offered free consultancy to people, and I've given them the steps that they need to take in their business to take their business to the next level. Did they do what I said? No. Some even just getting off the block, like I need to know what your business is about. Do you have like some kind of business plan or something that I can look at? Do you have any records of sales? And they just said, yeah, we'll get back to you, and never got back to me. And this is free consultation, yeah? Imagine that. Free help being given out. But they didn't want to do the initial work that it would take. People, again, why so many self-help books are sold is because people are looking for hacks. They're looking for a way to get a result without doing the work that it requires. They want some kind of outcome without any input. That's what a lot of people are looking for. And it just doesn't work like that. So when I say you don't want it bad enough, I really mean it. Most people want an outcome, but they don't really want it, because if you really wanted it, you would find a way to make it happen. For me, I've been thinking about what I really want. What do I really want out of life? Most of the things that I really want, I've found a way to make them happen. I wanted a Mercedes. Got a Mercedes. I wanted the exact girl that I ended up marrying. I married her. Most of these things that you really are honest with yourself about, if you really want them, you'll find a way to get them. I wanted a music career. I managed to get all the equipment I need to have one. Now, I'm trying to establish a goal in my mind in terms of the scale of the career I want. And I think in the next couple of years, I'm going to achieve it. I want 1 million plus monthly listeners on Spotify. I'm going to find a way to do it. Trust that.
Don't get it twisted, this is bully rap. Gold Cuban link, black hoodie rap. Silverback beast off a leash, turn rappers into food. It's looking like a feast. I rap for Mercedes drivers and genocide survivors. For dopamine hits, I epitomize a supplier. Vital as power stations, what I provide for riders. Except when I black out, I energize the buyers. The way I kick it, man, I might snap a collarbone. That seat is not mine if it's not a throne. I'm making back triple every dollar blown. I'm always on new things like styrofoam. Ain't nothing sweet with this bully rap. Gold Cuban link, black hoodie rap. No forgiveness, that's even for small errors. Still, we just rise through tears like pallbearers. When your intentions stay pure, you glow different.